planet Cybertron, and now its residents shall witness its dismemberment. Rise, my podcast, serve your new master well. All hail Unicron.
Hey everybody, welcome to All Hail Unicron, episode 80, entitled Oscar Loves Elon Musk. I do not. As joining me here tonight, as always, is everyone's favorite Transformers fan that's caught in forever financially crippling debt. The man who is almost as much as debt as Elon Musk is worth. One and only Mr. Richard Preorder.
It's a race. I gotta catch him. Hey everybody.
So just got a new credit card in the mail. Thank you, Diners Club. Someone will take
Forbes
this.
negative 500.
And of course, standing to my left is everyone's favorite actual auto mechanic, one of the first auto mechanics who used to post his videos of installing upgrade kits on figures back in the old YouTube days. The one, the only mad scientist himself, T2RX6, Justin.
The channel is called Only Spoilers.
Yeah.
And you do movie reviews too, ironically.
I'll say Only Spoilers.
Only post spoilers. And then speaking of only post spoilers, here's a guy who's not afraid to make a post on Facebook spoiling the newest movies that come out, going, look what happened here, guys. This is fucked up. Not to mention he's everyone's favorite ambulance chaser and has fed me his sausage when I was over there in Brooklyn visiting him and his family during my honeymoon getaway. The one and only Mr. Robert D.
I'm surprised you remembered I was an ambulance chaser, Oscar.
I know, right? It's been so many other titles I've given you over the years. It's
But
insane.
he would never forget the sausage you fed him.
Yes, yeah. Let's just have a light dinner. Brings out like fucking 7 servings of different things. Oh, you gotta try this. I can't move, Robert. The food's piling up in my throat. I can't even digest it.
And all the details are coming out.
And then I started covering him.
It was weird.
Then I started covering him in Transformers.
Yeah, at least his cuck chair was comfortable. And of course, I'm your host, Oscar, as well as the official warmer of the cuck chair in every motel in the country. And we'll be getting off on our episode here tonight with anybody get anything? Robert, you've been missing for 2 weeks. Make it fast.
If you stick a quarter in his ass, he vibrates. What did I get? I got I guess it's the reissue, the Flame Toys model kit of Windblade. I think it's a reissue. I got the model kit of the RC. I'm not sure if I said that. That was a while back. I got the Magic Square MP Swindle, and obviously that's really good. I love it. I think Bobby shit on it. I didn't watch his review, but I love it. I don't know what the fuck anybody's talking about. It's a great fucking figure. And
controversy creates cash.
Yeah, I guess it's because it's a good figure. It's a fucking great MP. I like it more than a lot of the other MPs out there. And I got in, I don't think I said it last time, New Age Snarl. He's been sitting on my credenza, and I finally got to play with him yesterday. It was a really interesting transformation. I like that figure too. His feet are funny, but I think they're supposed to be funny. But that's about it. And I saw Moana too.
I'm sorry.
No, it was good. People crapped on it, but I took Azalea. I let her stay out of school on, I forget what day of the week it was. I think it was, now I don't even know. Whatever. I played hooky, and I took her to see Moana too, and it was fun. I don't know. So, but that was
Don't
good.
worry, Mr. Jefferson. Robert's on his way here right now as we speak. He's going to win this trial for you. I hope so. I can't feel my arms anymore. Any second, he'll come through those doors and save me and my family. Meanwhile, oh, Moana 2 is great. What a great movie, huh, Azalea? Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, my God, I forgot my court date.
Oh, she got like, normally I'll put like peanut M&Ms in the popcorn. You ever do that?
No.
It's really good.
Put something else in there.
You get a popcorn, put a
hole in the bottom.
Peanut M&Ms on it. Great combo. But she had like a sour. Azalea bought a pack of sour Skittles that have the dust on them.
Oh, no.
She dumped them into the popcorn too, and that dust got all over the popcorn, and it was the most disgusting thing. And then she accidentally dropped the fucking large bucket of popcorn. It exploded all over the aisle. We were right behind the handicapped aisle, so it like showered downwards. And then I went and got a refill, and then she put it on the seat next to her, and then the kid behind her kicked the chair, and then that bucket fucking spilled. And when the movie ended, we didn't wait for the end credits. We just got up and ran out of there. Oh man!
A couple of gang members that got covered in popcorn, like, I'm gonna shoot whoever did this. I swear to God, no one's getting away with this. Tonight, someone dies.
Gang members going to Moana too. Oh God! They were in the Maori gang.
I don't know that reference. I don't watch crap.
Maori. The Maori. They're the like native Pacific Islander people that tattoo like Maui and all them, the tattoos all over them and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm on an anti-rock kick, so I'm not watching anything he takes a part of. I fucking had it with his movies. So
You're like anti-rock, like social activism-y?
No, like just don't like him as a character, like in movies,
I don't like,
or
I
as
don't
a
like
person, as
Why
he
would
behaves
you-
on sets.
He's a bad person.
Apparently, like when they were filming Red 1, he was showing up to the set like 7-8 hours late. You know.
Oh wow.
And then no one's giving him shit because it's The Rock. You know, they don't want to get beat up by The Rock, and it's like, dude, we live in a day and age of lawsuits. Let him beat your ass. Take him to court. You know, it's just something I can't really get behind him anymore, especially after Black Adam, because he really was trying to make the DC universe focus on Black Adam and be about Black Adam and then the DC universe. And it's like, you can't take a fucking randomly obscure character like Black Adam, who was basically the last 10 years before that movie came out was DC's version of Vegeta, and fucking try to make him like the you know, the infamous words of the power structure, the power hierarchy in the DC universe will forever change because you think he's stronger than Superman. Get the fuck over yourself and your ego, you fucking claptrap. No one cares. Jesus.
Who are we talking about? The Rock or Elon?
The Rock.
Elon.
Both.
He prepared a similar speech for Elon.
I sure did. But anyway, yeah. So what else did you get?
That's it.
That's it? All right. Justin, what'd you get this week?
The only thing I could think that I got is the crossover Knight Rider figure. He's fine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's okay. I wish they did the lights a little bit better, and I wish you could just like click a button and just stay on, but like they stay on for all of like 2 seconds as he says a quote that I'm not convinced is the actual voice from Knight Rider. It doesn't really sound like it too much, but
Peter Cullen.
it might be. Certainly
Hit
no
the button.
Mr. Feeney
I
from
am Optimus
whatever.
Prime.
Yeah,
Cullen was Car.
yeah. So that's all
In
I
the
got.
show.
He's fine. He's
Was
fun
that
to-
like the
he's a fun
rival
toy.
of Knight Rider?
Yeah, I think it was the first prototype. It was the same car, but it had like this gray stripe all along the bottom, and he was kind of evil.
Kitten car.
Car
I'm
was
gonna-
Knight
Next,
armored roving roller or something.
you just can't talk shit about humans because it always sounds sexual. The next man that gets inside me is gonna die. I beg your pardon, Car? No, that's not what I meant. I meant
Yes.
Yeah.
You gonna give him car aids? What's going on?
Grab my stick shift.
grab it. Shift harder, you son of a bitch. Till all are one.
Sit
All
on
right.
the stick shift.
Richard, what'd you get this week?
I also got that figure, Agent Knight. I got the
Okay.
same thing. I think he's pretty good.
The
For a
guy scales
mainline
with
Do you
the
think?
MP
Do you think
cars,
it's actually
man.
the voice though?
You know, it's weird. Sometimes some of the clips that he plays sounds nothing like. I can't think of the guy's name. It's the guy
Mr.
from Boy
Feeney.
Meets World.
Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Feeney.
Mr. Feeney.
And sometimes it sounds like dead on him. So I don't know. I kind of feel like
Ain't he
maybe
dead?
that's a good question.
Makes
It
sense.
could be. Maybe it's because if he's dead, it's not his voice, right? Unless
Yeah.
they took
You
clips
could
from.
rip it from something though. I'm sure.
I mean,
That
the voice
or
box
AI
is
nowadays.
yeah, and the voice box they put in there is not the highest quality.
You know what
so
they
it's-
should have done? They should have scanned and 3D printed his dead larynx, and then used those dead larynx to produce the sounds for the figure.
There you go. What I'm
Then you'll
hoping, I
always
kind of
have-
hoping that a third party comes out and makes a better board for it. So
That would be cool.
I hope that
And there-
Metroplex company makes 4 boards for you.
And,
I hope
and there's
so,
always
too.
that one employee at the 3D print factory that grabs that Larix and smokes weed out of it. And he goes, Mr. Matthews, this Kush is delightful. Well worth the investment. Mr. Panga, take your shirt off.
yeah.
That's it.
All right, right on.
Oscar, what'd you get?
I got the Tasmanian Kid. I picked him up. My buddy Ryan grabbed him for me.
Sorry
What's
for your
that?
loss.
It's from Beast Wars 2. It's a core class
What?
figure. He's small. He's a fun little number.
Is that new or old?
That's Beast Wars 2 is an old series, but this
I
figure's
know that.
it's a new release. It's part of the Legacy line.
Oh.
And then I picked up Slipstream from the Legacy line also, which I really like, to the point where I drew her as my first first Transformer drawing like almost a year, because I've been working on that Ninku comic, busting my ass on that, just to get one issue done. And then I also picked up Legacy Cannonball.
What
He
is
was
that?
That is basically, he was based on the Red Alert mold from Transformers Armada. Was it Armada, Justin, or was it Cybertron?
Cybertron.
It was Cybertron, yeah. I always loved the color scheme and the fact that he was a pirate and he had like a hook hand, and all that stuff. It was really neat. And yeah, so I picked them up. It's a retool from Skids, of course, that they're using to make Red Alert now. But so it's a pretty interesting little solid figure. Finally got some free time the other day to transform the Kang Toys Mini Ferocious. A fun transfer. It's weird. I don't see a lot of instruction videos on the minis, but like they're basically the same as their masterpiece scale release predecessors.
Yeah, they did the opposite of Magic Square. They're like, let's miniaturize our transformation.
Yeah.
I still have him on my shelf. I'm gonna send him to you for Christmas.
What?
The Kang Toys little Rampage, because it has an extra hand in it.
Oh, okay.
You can paint him yellow and pretend it's MMC. So you get an
Yeah.
extra one that's M.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. But yeah, that's about all I got. Nothing too. Oh, I also picked up Legacy Lockdown on Amazon for regular retail, not the outrageous price he was going for on eBay. It is a reprint of was it Oil Pan, whatever their name was, figure, but the color scheme works on him. He looks great. I did remove the right hand because I want to modify and put the hook on there, but I know I lose transformation because of it. It's what an awkward transformation for the arms, but whatever. I like him in robot mode. Pretty sweet.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Nice haul.
So yeah, thank you. So moving on to movie show news, future Transformer movies in jeopardy. Now, when I saw we were going to be discussing about this, I did do some quick research as well as the Transformers 1 movie. So basically, the Transformers 1 budget, no one can give an exact number. It was between $75 and $147 million, right?
It's a big swing.
That is. Yeah, but the box office, they basically made $128.9 million. That's basically the second least grossing Transformers movie they've made yet.
That makes no sense to me. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, do you think they are in the boardroom actually thinking it's the material, or, because it's not. I think anybody who sits down and watches that movie enjoys it to some level. Nobody looks. I haven't heard anybody say, "Oh, this is garbage." So it's got to be the advertising for it, the marketing, whatever, getting the word out there. That's why people didn't buy tickets, or they didn't buy it digitally.
So opening weekend in America and Canada, they made about $24 million, right? 25 if you round up. That's opening weekend. So gross in U.S. and Canada, they made about $59 million and then worldwide they made $128,888,103. That's worldwide. That's if the budget is even on the high side on the 147, that's still a significant loss, right? So the 147, you could, some people say always take a movie's budget and double it, and that should account for advertising. Basically advertising, promotion. If they have to do reshoots and shit like that, or re-recording of lines and stuff. So as it stands on Rotten Tomatoes, it's at an 89%. It's still certified fresh. Audience scores at a 93, I believe.
Yeah. Who do you blame? What do you blame it on?
You blame Hasbro for their shitty fucking commercials, because if you watch that movie based on or watch the commercials, I think every one of us here said it looks like shit. It looks so stupid. And then like the story was so good, but like the commercials were just so dumb that like it didn't stand a chance, because you marketed it in the worst way possible. Like, I don't know, a bunch of idiots at Hasbro.
Yeah, the fact is, they're the way I took their advertising blitz was they were really trying to sell, hey, it's Transformers, but if Disney made them.
Right, exactly.
Right, because
Pixar. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like Pixar Transformers by Disney, and Hasbro, featuring Hasbro. So, and I think that's where they fucked up, because when you watch the film, you see the realization that it was a pretty good. I mean, it's basically a little bit of Megatron Origins mixed in there, with the whole like was a Functionist Society. It's been a while since I read that fucking shit. But like, there's scenes I don't understand, like the Steve Buscemi voicing Starscream works for me. Then he chokes him, and then suddenly his voice is like fucked up, and it's like, what? And then his voice stayed that way.
Because I was trying to make him sound like Cobra Commander.
Well,
it didn't sound like Cobra Commander to me. It sounded like fucking Cobra Commander from Temu. I mean, it just.
I mean, the big thing is like I think all of us here just said like, well, that looks stupid, but I'll probably go see it anyway just because I'm a Transformer fan, right? And then like every single one of us is like, oh my god, it was actually amazing, and like none of the commercials show that. Like, it's
no,
that's that's an interesting thing. If you look at any given Bayverse movie, and I'm counting all the way through Rise of the Beast as the live action Bayverse.
That was such a fucking hand job to Michael Bay.
But yeah, but see, here's the thing: if you get on any Transformer site, Facebook, TFW, Cybertron, whatever, and you start looking at people talking, any given Bay movie, people are back and forth. This was a piece of shit. It's fine. It's the best movie ever. They go all around. And then you get to Transformers 1, and Robert, I think you were the one who said it earlier. Oscar, might have been you. I haven't seen anybody shit on the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And yet, this is the worst performing since the 86 movie.
They could have launched...
Second worst performing.
They could have launched a video game around the time. They should have had waves of toys coming out leading up to the movie. That movie played like a rail system video game, like you could easily, it doesn't have to be open world. It could, like, you can even see the beginning scene with Optimus, creeping through the archives. That's your training on how to move and shit as a robot. I mean, it escalated as the movie progressed. You could have the race, like all this different shit, like interacting with all the different Autobots and stuff, and even the Decepticons later on, the fight on the train, and then you finally get your cogs, and now you have a big battle, and then you then learn how to transform as you're flying down a hill and people are shooting at you. Every step of that movie could have easily transformed into a video game. No pun intended.
No, there was a few scenes I was watching that I don't know why, but out of habit, I looked to the bottom right-hand corner of the screen looking for the press X to skip option, as in video games. And it's like, oh, yeah, no, this is a movie.
But see, I think that's part of the problem is when you look at like even Rise of the Beast or whatever, even...
I still haven't finished that.
But that's just what I'm saying. Like even like the Last Night, which was terrible. You look at that and it draws people in. It's live action. It's got big names that you're going to see on screen. And yet it's like a cartoon. And I think general public immediately thinks, oh, it's a cartoon. Well, I don't want to go see it, but I'll take my kid to it if they want to.
Right.
Whereas if it's a live action movie with, Marky Mark or all these other people, Kelsey Grammer, they're like,
Hey,
oh,
how's your
maybe
mother
I'll go
doing?
check that out. Yeah.
Hey, how's your mother doing?
And the commercials didn't
Hey,
help
Optimus
that.
Prime, how's your mother? Have you called her? Call your mother. Wait, Bumblebee, learn to speak, buddy. You got
I'm an
this.
inventor. I'll help you.
No, of course not.
I mean, I can even see it like in the next video game is all about the Quintessons. I mean, it's just they could have launched more Transformers 1 characters from the movie, ancillary characters. You saw so many from G1 in that movie, and it's just they didn't. It seems like they didn't have faith in their own product. It's almost as if they were ashamed of appealing to the fan base, and they tried to make it seem like some Disney flick to try to bring in a larger general crowd. They just had that feel, right? And there wasn't such a push that we've seen with the Baber stuff. And I mean, if they're going to kind of half-ass it, why spend the money on CGI? Go DC style and just pump out true animation on Netflix or something.
I don't know how much that costs nowadays. Like I'd have to do some big research to see how much it costs to make an episode of, like, what was the last fully 2D animated Transformers film? Not the Unicron trilogy, besides Armada, because that was a mixture of CG and 2D animation.
Yeah.
But like, I'd have to see how much like Armada cost per episode to make back then, and then use the inflation machine to see how much it would run today. But there's no guarantee that they would make money off that, because it's viewing something on a streaming service isn't like it was back then on television, where you get the sponsors to help pay for the show keeps making the money through the sponsors, and then success and Nielsen ratings, and now it's all about how many views did this get on Netflix, how many views did this get on Amazon. You don't have access to that unless you actually work for the companies or someone reports it. So like fucking Deadpool and Wolverine broke the internet when they appeared on Disney Plus.
Right.
19.1 million views in the first day. The first day.
I know something that broke the internet more.
What?
Jake Paul, Mike Tyson.
Oh my God.
No, that just broke Netflix. But yeah. So yeah, it's unfortunate looks like they're basically backing off on making films from here on out, because they haven't made any real money since the original Bay trilogy. Like, was it 1, 2, 3, then 4 and 5 didn't do as great. Then you have Rise of the Beast, which wasn't very fucking good at all. Like I wasn't excited. I wasn't, the moment I heard Optimus Prime talking about humans, like he would rather see them off dead, and so long was the guy from the Bumblebee movie that gave a shit about planet Earth.
Pete Davidson.
I let you inside me, man. Like, fuck, that's uncomfortable.
This is garbage.
But you know what though? Rise of the
Pete
Beast
Davidson wasn't the worst
successful.
part of that, dude. The worst part of that was just the way the direction of the film took. It went already from the Bumblebee movie, which showcased this Optimus Prime at the end of it that really looked like he gave a shit about planet Earth, and suddenly out of nowhere, he doesn't care about Earth, doesn't care about the humans. He just wants to go home. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? Why did you take 2 steps back like this? And then I'll kill you came back again when he was fighting fucking Scourge.
I like it better at least than the last night Optimus Prime, where he's just giving spiritless, heartless speeches, and everybody's supposed to be cheering for shit he's saying, and it's like complete garbage. If you're not with us, you're against us. And
If
Grimlock's
you
like,
eat 5 pounds of sugar-free gummy bears, you will evacuate your bowels and vomit profusely for hours on end. That's when you know you have made a contribution to Cybertronian society.
9 out of 10 dentists approve of this message. Now who's with me?
The people
But you know what?
cheer
It was-
and they hold up severed limbs.
That's why he's Optimus Prime. Like, why? What? He said nothing no one cared about. He didn't say anything nothing rousing. This isn't Braveheart. He was like reading the back of a shampoo bottle while he was taking a shit.
So that was Michael Bay directing. But you know what though? Rise of the Beast was successful financially. The budget was between 195 and 200 million, and it made 441 million worldwide. So, rule of thumb, doubled its budget, success. It wasn't as big of a success as like Revenge of the Fallen. It broke $1 billion, obviously, but it
Jesus
was
Christ, man, that film
a
fucking
financial
did that
success.
good. I can't believe it, but
Yeah.
You know what I can't wrap my head around really quick? There's a kind of side note. The Bayverse fans, hardcore older Bayverse fans that love the confusing fucking visual mess, not the young generation, the old school fans who have latched onto the Bayverse style, they're also the collectors that want super clean toon simplicity. How the hell do you fucking reconcile that aesthetic preference?
ask Unique Toys. But at the end of it, it's
That's
no
what
big
Justin
shock.
calls his balls.
Mm-hmm. True story.
Unique Toys. You'll be munitioner, and you'll be what's the name of Brawl?
I don't even remember.
Yeah. So the article states
he's got one Titan class and one Legends.
Oh my God, this guy's name. Speaking to Bloomberg, Hasbro CEO Chris Cox states that the toy giant will stop co-financing movie projects. Mr. Cox is leading the company through a challenging transition, focusing on video games and digital entertainment to offset the declining toy sales and underperforming movie ventures. A gamer at heart, Chris Cox joined Hasbro in 2016, overseeing the rapid growth of the Wizards of the Coast division, which produces Magic the Gathering and Dungeons of Dragons.
He was thrust into his position.
He's got the Cox. The company highlights that Transformers 1 underperformed financially. Under his leadership, Hasbro is investing heavily in gaming, including licensing hits like Monopoly, Go, and Baldur's Gate 3, as well as developing new projects like a G.I. Joe action-adventure game and a digital Magic the Gathering Commander format.
Boy.
Despite the competitive video game market and recent project cancellations, Hasbro aims to release 1 to 2 new video games annually by 2026.
I can't wait till they start flopping too.
You know what's funny about this is Hasbro in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this didn't work. Instead of trying to see what we did wrong or what was wrong or what we could have done better, let's abandon it. Because that's what they do. They can't let anything continue. They're like, it's been 3 years. Fuck it, start over.
Well,
they dump all that money in R&D. Why continue to do it?
Well, I think this is a great place to segue into what we have marked as our discussion at the end, but this is a place for it, because if you guys want a paradigm shift, if you are tired of the way Hasbro operates, Elon Musk may come into the game and he might fire Mr. Cox. He might, Elon Musk is a huge gamer. He's a huge, D&D fan. He's a big gamer. So, and he is developing an AI like gaming studio or something. So what if he took that shit over? What would happen then?
Nice transition. So let's get this out of the way real quick. Before we started the show, I was watching a few YouTube videos because the other day Elon Musk tweeted, or is it X'd? Because it's called X.com now, which I swear is like a porn site I once went to when I was in my 20s. But, he's only tweeted the words, "How much is Hasbro?" Okay, so it's no secret Elon Musk is a gigantic nerd. He likes his Dungeons and Dragons. He's not happy about the way they've been handling that, or with what's his name, Gary Gygax, Richard,
Right?
Well,
The original creators.
It's because of what that 40th anniversary release of D&D, like the forward of it allegedly like slams Gygax and D&D in general apologizing for sexist, racist, and like cultural appropriation tropes, like basically pandering to the super far left and progressives. And he made some comment like, I don't care about what true fans, like basically like he knows that he's alienating real fans of the material, and he's like, I don't give a fuck what they think, something like that. So that's when Musk was like, how dare you shit on Gygax? How dare you shit on D&D? And that's when he sent out that tweet. because he's like, fuck you. I'll just buy this from you. I'll buy the stocks out. I'll be a majority shareholder. That's it. I'll call the shots.
Here's the thing. So nothing has been set in stone, right? This is Monday, the beginning of the week. So I don't know. The news can change from here to the day this podcast gets uploaded on Friday, which is up every other Friday. So be sure to check us out on iTunes and leave a 5-star review. A lot of YouTubers are doing what YouTubers do. They take the smallest bit of information and hyperbolize it. So, like I said, I was watching a few videos on Facebook, on YouTube about Elon Musk inquiring about Hasbro. All he did was inquire, as far as we know right now. And I came across a few videos where people are just making the claim that Elon Musk is buying Hasbro. I watched one video that was like 12 minutes long. All he did was just run around and talk about the things he likes that Hasbro was making. Another one was just a guy shitting on Elon. I get it. I'm not a fucking Elon fan either. I'm not. I could give two shits about the fucking guy.
Okay,
right?
But here's the deal. Really quick though, who would you rather buy Hasbro in a world where it's being bought? Right? Assume it's being bought. Would you rather Disney or Elon?
I'd rather Disney.
What?
Really?
Are you kidding? Are you still a Star Wars fan?
No, I've never been one.
Because of. Oh God, yes you are. You were Darth Vader for Halloween last year.
No, I wasn't. That's the only time
you get to pull out your red lipstick dog penis and you call it your lightsaber.
No, man, I've never been a fan of Star Wars, dude. Like, I understand the fans' frustrations on it. Disney's ruining it. Okay, Disney ruins everything. But if I had to choose between him or Disney, I'd rather go with Disney. That's just all there is to it. You know?
Oh, he just hates Africans.
What?
You just hate Africans.
Why do you say that? Wow.
Elon's African.
Okay.
You hate Africans.
Oh my God! Stop. Way to go there, Moxman from YouTube. Fucking last video I tried to watch, 5 minutes in, it's like, people are losing their minds. I'm like, no, it's just YouTubers are losing their fucking minds, and they're using it as a way to monetize and make extra money on it. Good on you. Don't fucking, oh my God, clickbait your fucking videos so you can get views. Fucking garbage piece of shit. Fuck you, Moxman. Goddamn waste of my time.
The thing is, I think Elon's interest, just expressing an interest, is nothing. He never said he's buying it, right?
Yeah.
But the one thing to actually push the guy to buy it would be to show him that, like something that he loves is going woke. Then he'll buy it.
Oh yeah, he will. Oh yeah.
I mean,
I hope that he needs to test the temperature of his rocket boosters, and we can strap him to it. He can fuck right off.
That's for the record, everyone knows that Justin has always been against electronic vehicles. Mm-hmm. He's not a fan of them.
I own one, but it's not Elon's.
You own a Tesla?
Yours, dude. Just don't fuck it up.
Fuck off.
Okay.
You own a Tesla, Justin?
No, I don't own a Tesla.
What do you own?
The Mustang electric one. So.
Is it an electric Mustang?
Fuck
there is, yeah. Is that the SUV or the?
Yeah, it's kind of like a little SUV. It's not a.
Is it just a battery with wheels?
Pretty much, yeah. It's nice.
A giant
Mustang
battery with wheels.
Why
Let that sink in,
an
Robert.
SUV Mustang.
He means the horse, not the car.
That's
it's
right.
just an electric horse.
You bought an electric horse?
Yes.
He tied it to the back of his Grand National, ripped it out of the foundation of the fucking ShopRite in his area, drove it home, modified it, made it an SUV, and now it's all electric.
He just shoved one of those giant lantern batteries up a horse's ass, and he touches two wires together at the ends to shock its asshole and gets it to run.
As he does it, he sits there and goes, "Take this ozone carbon footprint," and he shoves another lantern up a horse's ass.
What I actually do to power the car is I hook it up to a car with an internal combustion engine, just run a wire. I'll let the
I thought you would have it powered by your feeling of self-satisfaction. That's why you always get speeding tickets.
I don't think Elon was ever selling cars. I don't ever think that was his plan.
Sir, do you know how fast you were driving? 50? 105 miles an hour. The speed limit here is 5. It's a school zone. You murdered kids. They're not mine, right?
Well, the thing about the thing about the horse is Justin never has to feed it because he's getting electrocuted. So even the dead horse will just keep running.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as long as he keeps that battery charged.
He's just got to
But,
worry about that one drunk guy wanting to fuck his SUV.
I don't think Elon was ever selling cars. I think it's a stepping stone to him selling an electric grid.
Well,
That's
you
what
know,
his
he
plan
says
was.
Tesla is a software company.
Yeah, he's selling. Right, he's selling. He's got the software and he's selling the power grid. He built the infrastructure. That's where the fucking money is. You know,
And the self-driving stuff. I
yeah.
think
Oh
that's what
God.
he's going for.
Yeah, that
Well,
worked
I
out
heard that.
great.
I heard Tesla's took away their sensors, and now they rely completely on cameras. And Tesla trucks are fucking hitting things in the inclement weather
Yes.
because they're relying on cameras
I
instead
just
of
saw
sensors.
that the Cybertruck has a terrible little shelf thing going on for where its headlights are. So it flat out blocks its own headlights after a while because it's really well designed.
Outstanding.
Safety.
I don't ever want an EV. I just want internal combustion. I don't want anybody to be able to hack my fucking car while I'm driving. I already have a fucking computer in it. I'm not happy about it. You know, I just want internal combustion, period. You cannot access my shit. Was it a Mercedes? What company is it where you have like subscription services to use your car fully?
BMW's
A lot of them
doing
have
that.
it now. It's pretty awful.
Like, do you want your heat on? That'll be $1 or something.
Yeah, you want remote start? It's already installed, but you have to pay a subscription.
Yeah, that is a little stupid. It's basically like a video game with DLC now when you buy a car.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
if you
know.
want the introductory package, the car itself is $76,000, but for just the low price of $120 a month on top of your car payment, you can have the introductory where you'll have access to your roll down windows, your cigarette lighter, the ashtray,
An adjustable
And-
seat.
the 8-track player that we installed as part of the retrofitting on this vehicle. Well, wait, this is a Saturn. I know. You feel like you're driving a Saturn.
Would you like your air conditioning on now?
Oh, these don't have air conditioning. They didn't have that in the 70s, sir. I think they did, sir. You're leaving.
It's like
Anyway,
air
moving on.
conditioning service is $10 a month. You just like, fuck it, I'll just roll down my windows. And it's like, roll down windows service is $5 a month.
But hey, you'll
To
get
roll 'em
2
up,
free
it's
months
15.
of HBO Max.
I
Okay.
think,
Ad free.
I think Hulu. No, give me fucking Hulu. I think if Musk bought Hasbro, I think overall for the product, I think if he's developing AI like a computer platform, like a video gaming platform, that would be great for Transformers, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering. I think it'd be great for all of that. I mean, I think you would no longer be complaining about the bullshit that Hasbro does every 3 years and how they fuck up on good things and really push garbage things. You know, I mean, I think you'd see that change. But the only problem I really have is we'd probably see third party go away. He would spare no expense for just stomping it all out, which I don't want to see, unless he made the first party stuff wonderful.
Yeah.
You know,
But
but the problem is when it's really just up to one person. You know, you're at their mercy. You have to be satisfied with what they decide is nice.
well, you know what? Only time can tell. And just as time has told us that recently we have lost a phenomenal voice actress in recent passing. The G1 voice actress Morgan Lofting had passed away, as confirmed by the Hollywood Reporter website. Lofting died unexpectedly Wednesday at her home in Burbank. She was the voice of several human characters in the original G1 cartoon and Fembot Moonracer. She was also well known by her role as a ruthless Baroness in the classic G.I. Joe cartoon. So us here at All Hail Unicron, because her family listens, wants to send out our heartfelt condolences to her family and friends.
They
This
listen?
was... They don't.
Okay.
So this was the lady who obviously voiced Baroness and Moonracer during the episode where the Autobots went back to Cybertron, and the Autobots hooked up with their old girlfriends. Ironhide found his little trailer, baby. But yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, long-lasting legacy. I don't know if she's like Susan Blue, who was still contributing to this day whenever she can in voice acting, but you know, it's unfortunate. You know,
Yeah.
we're at
If
that
I
day
was-
and age where. You know, I think the Transformer fans will break the internet when the day comes that Peter Cullen passes or Frank Welker.
Oh man. Yeah, I got to meet Morgan Lofting at. I was fortunate enough to meet her at TFCon, LA 2019, I think. And she was sweet. She was real nice. She was, very kind and would want to talk about the shows and sign whatever. Just sometimes you meet these people and they're kind of just a little off-putting. She was very sweet, very nice. So
what celebrity have you met that's been a little off-putting?
You want to know the one that's the most surprising was Jim
Robert
Cummings.
D.
Really?
Yeah,
Jim Cummings.
The voice of Winnie the Pooh himself was a complete dick in person. Oh yeah, complete ass. I saw him at a little show in it was like Arkansas maybe. I drove down there by myself, and I had a bunch of stuff to get signed because what I do, my friends and I, that collect autographs. If we're gonna go see somebody and we, sometimes it's like, oh, this person hasn't done a show in like 8 years. Oh, we better get that stuff signed, So they'll send me stuff. So I had some stuff from my buddy in Seattle. I had a couple things, I think, from my buddy in Dayton, who's about an hour away. And I go down there, and there's like one person in front of me. It's a tiny show. I walked the whole floor of this show in 30 minutes, like stopping and looking at tables. It was so tiny. And so it wasn't like he had a long line and he was trying to hustle through. There's one person in front of me. I get up there. There's nobody waiting behind me. And he's just very dismissive. He's like looking past me. And he's like, oh, hey.
Was he just wearing a t-shirt, no pants?
Yeah, had a big,
Did you walk in on him
jar
on the
of
phone?
honey on his table.
Did you walk in on him on the phone while he was like, "Oh, bother, Piglet, show Daddy your titties"?
I didn't even bring up the domestic violence or beating animals, So I don't know why it was so shitty.
What did you say?
He just was super dismissive. He was just like, "Oh, hi," and I'm like, "Hey," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm a big Transformer fan." He did. I think he did it's small stuff. He did like the voice of Ripper Snapper, I think, which was a couple episodes, nothing too major. But I had a bunch of stuff. I think he was Strafe also.
He's just sits there, like he's probably sits there, like, oh, this little shit cares about his little robots. Fuck him. I'm gonna scratch my balls and use that hand to shake his. I got him. No, my balls are on his hand.
So I had a Ripper Snapper, and I had the Japanese one. So even though he's a tiny guy, he's in a box, and he's like, okay, and where do you want this signed? And I pointed right at it, and I'm like, right here would be great, on the picture. He literally he goes, right here? I'm like, yeah. He takes it and he turns it standing up and signs the top of the box and then hands it back to me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, fuck you too, dude. He was just he's just a super dick.
He did that on purpose because...
I don't know. I'm bringing him all these things. I gave him like almost $500.
Why didn't you tell him you signed in the wrong place? Why didn't you?
What am I gonna do?
Did he ask you questions like, "My, you're a big, young, strong man. Do you have a girlfriend? You got a picture?" No, without her clothes on, boy. Think. Let's call her Piglet. She seems a little thick.
I loved you in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and the sequel.
No,
Winnie the Pooh horror movies.
Back then, you probably walked away going, "I hope Disney loses all rights to Winnie the Pooh in a few years and they make a shitty horror movie. Not just one, but two of them. And the second one's slightly better with better characterization and makeup effects, but the first one's got to be fucking basically the equivalency of a fucking wrap strap-on Halloween mask." Fuck Jim Cummings. And fuck the Lion King, because he sang for Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons can do a good job on his own. Fucking asshole.
Maybe he just likes to see turn nerds into Eeyore.
I guess, but he was just very dismissive. I was bothering him, putting him through a bunch of extra shit. It's like, dude, you came here to sign autographs, and I'm bringing you more than you'll probably get for the rest of the day.
$500?
Well, it's $40 a pop, and I know I had at least 12 things. I had a dozen things between all the stuff.
Yeah, you need to stop that shit.
You should have been like, dude, I said sign it here.
But what's he gonna do? Take his permanent
What, you got
marker
honey in your ears?
He probably would. He'd be like, right across. Where he
was just a complete ass. Like most of them, they want to chat and they're real nice and they're very appreciative of the fan base. Not that guy.
I'll tell you what.
Rich
I
hates
met
Winnie
both these
the Pooh.
guys
Yeah.
the same time at WonderCon back in 06, I think it was. I met James Masterson from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He played Spike.
Wrong movie.
And huh?
Buffy the Vampire Sprayer.
No, that's the one you downloaded the wrong film.
That's
but,
the P Diddy.
yeah,
guy.
so he played Spike on the TV series, and then I met Xander, who played I forget his real name, the guy who played Xander from the TV series, the Forever Friend Zone friend of Buffy. So I was expecting James Marston to be a little aggressive because he had like 2 nicotine patches on, and you
Like
can
on
hear him
his
like,
neck? Like, how did you
no,
know?
no. He had one on the arm and the one on the back of his like left hand, and he was
On
like,
his
"Oh,
cheeks.
man." He's like, I really want to go outside and smoke, but I can't. I'm trying to quit. Da-da-da. So I was like apprehensive. I walk up and I had this like cover of the Buffy comic with him on. I'm like, hey, I'm a big fan. How much to get the sign? He's like, oh, you got a marker? He's like, fuck it, I got a marker. So he goes, he signs it. He goes, like, who do I make this out to? I'm like, to Oscar. And I always joke with some celebrities if I get a good feeling, I go, can you write it to Oscar? Thanks for last night, XOXO. And he goes, hell yeah, man. They put XOXO and then a winky face. I was like, okay, this guy's fucking great.
He was like,
Right?
now, would you mind putting a nicotine patch in my grundle?
So we talking. I'm like, hey, I loved your work in Torchwood was a big show I was watching at the time. I'm like, I loved your work in Torchwood. He's like, dude, thanks. Like, oh my god, the guy who plays Captain, I forget the guy who can't be killed. He's like a fixed point in time. Apparently, he's like a piece of shit on set with women, even though he's gay. He's like groping on them all the fucking time. He's like, it's okay, guys, I'm gay. I could do this. We're telling stories, and then I went to go meet Xander. That line was a little longer. I go up to him, and I have the issue of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where it's like a photo of him on the comic with Seth Green, who played Oz. And I'm like, hey, man, I really was like, yeah, I know, I'm on the show. It's the only show I've done. That's the only work I'm getting. That's $25. I'm like, oh, I only got 20 cash. Well, I don't do, you have to, like, well, I'm going to hold on to this till you get the other 5. I'm like, okay. Have a nice day. And I just fucking left. I was like, fuck this, dude.
Wait, and was Winnie the Pooh off in the corner watching you jerking off like, yeah, cry or cry?
Cry, you fat little Cuban bitch, cry. Oh, think. Oh, Piglet, I'm gonna come inside your mouth.
Yeah, so it's, you know what I'm saying? So I totally understand that. It was just so weird because I expected it the other way because he was a lot of smiles, a lot of like, handshaking. And meanwhile, James was like, oh, man, like he looked really rough because he's trying to quit fucking smoking. But here's Xander, I like you on show. Yeah, that's the only shit I've ever done, blah, blah, blah. He ended up doing the Criminal Minds later on that year. But by then, I just could give 2 shits about him. He caught like a DUI, just like the one Power Ranger did, except he somewhat scavenged what was left of a fucking career. But I think he got kicked off of Criminal Minds, and that was it. But yeah. Justin, how about you? You ever meet a celebrity you regret meeting?
No. I don't bother
Alright, good
going out
talk.
of my way for it, though. So I'm just like,
Oh.
Yeah.
Bob Budiansky was a fun meet.
all my meetings have been great. Yeah. Because I was
I
hanging
met
out with
Rick
Rich and
Moranis. I met Rick Moranis,
Did you?
Nice.
Yeah. And when I was in like a freshman in college, I worked in a movie theater in the city by the Plaza Hotel, and he came in, and like it was an empty theater all the time. Like it was Remains of the Day was playing. It was like the kind of theater it was just one movie. That was it for like a month. So I saw that movie like a million times with Anthony Hopkins, the fucking butler. But I saw him, I was like, Mr. Moranis, he's like 4 feet tall. This guy's tiny. And I was like, can I bother you for an autograph?
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah,
And,
your story was that interesting, Robert. You got to move on.
He was just very nice. Like, he's funny. He was like pretending that he couldn't read my name tag. Like he got real close, and he was just really nice. He's a really nice person.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
most of them are, but sometimes.
David Duchovny is really nice. I met him like when I saw Rent when it first came out, and I just ran up to him because I was in the first row because they had like the free seats that if you wait in the sidewalk all day you can sit in the front row, and he was like off on the side, and I just like ran over to him really quick and gave him my playbill, and he just signed it. He knew the assignment. He like stood up and signed it really quick and gave it back to me, and I ran back to my seat. You know, they're all just people.
Yeah.
You know, so some are assholes. A lot are assholes. You know, look at Justin.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Exactly.
Jerk.
All right.
Sorry, I had a bit of a distraction coming up. Yeah, moving
Oh,
on.
no problem.
Up next is a third-party Legend Scale Scorponok full-color prototype from Siang Culture, aka makers of disappointing Metroplex.
Metroplex.
Meh.
Metroplex. That's great.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
explain to me the Metroplex ordeal. When was this?
Okay, first of all, the two of these guys, it's a Legends Metroplex. I didn't buy it, and we were looking at it on the show, and each of them like reluctantly let everybody know that they were in on it, and they were secretly very hyped about it, and they're like buddy about how they get in their Metroplexes.
I was excited, yeah. I wasn't
I was.
secret about it. I was excited for Metroplex. I love G1 Metroplex.
And I was like, this thing's gonna be a piece of shit, and they didn't listen to me.
Oh, I remember him. That was the one that had like all the LEDs,
Mhm.
but none of them worked or some shit like that.
Yeah, they sent you like half dead batteries, if that. They're
No
like,
paint.
we need 2 of every single circuit board in here. We're not gonna put any paint on. The connections are gonna be kind of shit. The transformations are gonna be lacking. Things are not gonna make any sense on the colors. You know, all the things you would expect.
He doesn't come with Scamper. He doesn't come with 6-gun.
We can't afford paint because we have 2 circuit boards, 40 batteries, and 60 LEDs.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Yeah.
But this is what Rich was talking about at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was like before my hiatus.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's how long that's been. Wow, they're doing a Scorponok. That's a lot of nerve.
And it's the same thing though, because the photos, I would submit the photos of the Metroplex looked promising. It was tempting, you know. And then here we go again.
So fortunately, unlike Metroplex, there's a number of things on this one that I don't really care for on this. I hate the big stupid shield. I don't like his little eyebrows.
What little eyebrows? Hold on, wait, where are the eyebrows?
Just look at the face. Got these gold. They kind of look like goggles, but they're eyebrows. I don't know. Yeah. So.
You know, if you don't want that, Richard, you let me know. We could work on something.
Mr. Metroplex.
Yeah,
But look at that picture. So
it looks
look at
unfinished.
look at the lack of paint. The only paint you see on that picture
Or the red.
is the red just below his knees. The toes aren't paint. That's clear red plastic for the lights.
Oh
Wait,
no.
what are you looking at? Of what?
Look
It's
in
in
the
the
group
it's
chat.
in the chat.
Hold
Of
on.
Metroplex.
This is exactly how it comes out of the box.
How does
And
he
the
scale
only
with the
paint-
Titans?
He's smaller.
Oh,
he's
much
quite a
smaller.
bit smaller.
He's
Oh,
like
good.
19 or 20 inches tall.
Okay.
That's pretty big. He's 20
so
inches tall.
the other thing that's also fun about this guy is he's got this little light that goes in the center of his chest there, and there's no fucking way to get it out without damaging the plastic later on. Like, there's just nothing.
Oh,
There's
sounds
no
like 3-0
tab
made
or
it.
anything to pull it out. Like, nope, you're just gonna scratch it to hell.
Well,
So-
Justin, that's when you have to think and whip out the old Dremel.
Yeah, well, apparently.
Just-
So,
Hack away at it like a sleeping prostitute in the back of your friend's truck.
I mean,
As you go, Candy with a K, it's time to say hello to God.
This
Oh,
Scorponok,
bother.
the Scorponok has
bother.
color, but you got to ask yourself, like, okay,
Yeah, for how
It's
long
just-
until they change it? Because you remember these are prototype images, not final renders.
yeah.
you see, I don't know, if look what could be paint apps. There's gray on the claws, right? And then it could be
Metallic blue. There's orange.
Yeah, there's
the orange could be plastic. The
And
orange
what's
could be
weird about
plastic.
this is, unlike Metroplex, where they went with no paint, like, I feel like this guy's got paint all over the place, and I think it looks worse for it. Like, there's a lot of stupid
I
paint
think
apps
I
on
think this is a good recipe for chipping the shit out of paint just
Mhm.
for transformation.
I don't
47
know.
centimeters. Justin, you're the genius of the group. How much is that in American?
I don't know. Let's use Google.
18 and a half.
There you go.
I just use Google.
Rich just looked down at his crotch. It's 18 and a half.
Millimeters. Oh.
Okay.
Heidelberg.
I think it looks okay. I think it's funny with the what the fuck's the name of that little guy that transforms into his little dribble tank?
Fast Track.
Yeah, weird
What's his
fucking name. Scorponok and Fast Track. Like
Yeah.
they weren't thinking there. Why not call him
Ooh.
like something else, like Dung Beetle?
Ooh,
I mean,
do
keep the
his-
animal.
Look at the
Don't miss,
face
there you
in
go.
pick 11.
Do his head claws move down for Scorpion mode? I don't think they do. Okay, let's pick 11.
Oof,
Second
that
to
looks like
last.
very
Like that's what I'm talking about. What's with this stupid goggle eyeglass thing? Like what the fuck is that?
I don't understand that either. Like I didn't understand it for like even the what was it? Energon? Was it Energon they brought him back, Justin?
Yes, I believe
You-
so. That sounds right.
Actually, Richard, you know what TV's more than the rest of us. Was it Energon they brought back Scorponok?
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
Scorponok in it.
So like I didn't understand the visor then either. I'm not sure if it's supposed to like protect his eyes from being damaged in battle because he's like a fucking giant or whatever.
Look at pick 4. Oh my god.
I didn't understand either. Like when you look at the G1 toy, because there was a while where I was like hunting a G1 toy to get him complete. I just remember seeing like the reviews on YouTube of this massive big body and this fucking pinhead that can be swapped out with a fucking regular headmaster. It made no sense to me.
Mhm.
God,
Well, no,
he
you put
looks
the
gaudy
regular
in pick number
headmaster
4.
inside the head. That goes inside the It's
Yeah, he has like a big helmet.
Mhm.
I don't
So-
mind the visor because that
Darth
is how
helmet
it
from
was, but,
Spaceballs.
Yes.
but that actual face, I don't get that. Like pick 4, you can really see the face dead on, and
Mhm.
even without the visor doesn't bother me, but the face is all kind of weird. He does.
He looks a lot like G1
Oh,
Megatron, like the toy.
Yeah.
Like eyebrows to
Yeah.
the chin.
Yeah.
So like my thing here is like I'm looking at pick 8. So I'm seeing one Lord Zarak, a smaller Lord Zarak, and then blue translucent figures, which I'm assuming is like Galvatron or Scourge or whoever.
Let's
For
see.
going by like the final 4 episodes of season quote unquote 4.
No, it's Ultra Magnus and Galvatron, dude.
It is? Okay. Well, that
It
makes
looks
no
like Ultra
fucking
Magnus.
sense.
Zoom in.
I
zoom
think-
in. That's Ultra Magnus and Galvatron.
I think the little Zarek is the actual Hasbro Titan Master head
Yeah, what's
that
that?
goes on the deluxe size Scorponok head.
Oh, okay. So
I
it's
think
a
it's
size
fair for
comparison.
comparison, yeah.
Zoom in. That is Ultra Magnus on the right. Zoom in. That's
Not
Ultra
zoom in.
Magnus. Zoom in. Not
Print
zooming
screen.
in. What did you say? Print screen?
Yeah, this is how I screen capture.
It
Shut up.
hits.
Yeah, that's Ultra Magnus. That is zoomed in.
Oh, that's so lame.
What
Is
the
this
fuck
a-
do those two have to? Well, I could see Galvatron needed to be there, but
Do they come with him?
Maybe they don't come with it. Maybe they may. Did those go with Unicron? I don't remember what.
it is Ultra Magnus. That's fucking stupid.
I don't know what those are.
Wow, what a waste of
Didn't
money.
Unicron come with tiny little figures?
Yeah, he came with a Galvatron, a Nemesis, I think. I don't remember. I don't own
Yeah,
that
they were
shit.
just
You
like,
do.
They're just like throwing some extra plastic here. They'll love it, nerds.
They're Matthew Baldwining. You have toilet paper, a roll of toilet paper, some lip balm,
And Squeaks.
can of dog food, and squeaks. You know, but I don't know. In Scorpion mode, his pincers aren't folded down. I wonder if they can fold down. That's a major fail. If they can.
Well, speaking of major fail, Kang Toys CT Long Yen 02 Peter Howell swoop prototype.
Oh, you love this.
I do not like this. This is a fucking Gundam. That
It
is
is a
not a
Gundam.
fucking
Mhm.
Transformer.
This is a Gundam.
That is the Curios Gundam. My God, I know so much about this shit already. It's like a mix of the Curios Gundam and then that green Xeon mobile suit from the narrative series with those massive fucking wing. Wow, that's taking up a lot of real estate. Oh, look,
Big is it?
he could shield himself just like the Death Sight Hell
Yep,
Gundam.
that's why I see his Death Scythe.
All I'm seeing is Death Sight Hell Gundam with the long skirts on the
Mhm.
side.
And then like
This
he vaguely has a pterodactyl mode, which just kind of looks like you pop the head up and the Gundam is just taking a shit.
Why is he predominantly red? Like his body is more red than anything else, it looks like.
I don't know. Like he's supposed
The toy
to. Like
was
the
red.
TV. the toy was red, right? The TV show
Yeah.
was blue.
Yeah, but I mean, even there, it's just his like chest that's the main red part. This looks like it's a lot of red. I don't know. Maybe it's the
the extra
color red.
bits though, like fucking with those blades hang. Because you remember that from the G1 cartoon when those fucking knives hung out the back of his fucking thing. Yeah.
With the
The one-
swords that stuck off his knees in robot mode.
The one thing I do like is this Terror Bird, the Terror Bird stance they have in Image 16, which is how they were supposed. They believe, scientists believe that's how they maneuvered when they're on the ground. That looks fucking cool.
Yeah, like that.
I'm not taking away from Kang Toys. I'm joking when I say this is a piece of shit, but this is a Gundam.
Yeah.
It's a transforming Gundam. At least you don't have to build it. Oh, and he combines. I'm surprised. Wow.
That's weird. I don't like that. I just don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he looks cool just in general, but I have no use for him, and I don't know.
Ironically,
I don't know.
Robert's collecting these. You have the fucking Snarl, don't you, Robert?
Oh shit, I am collecting these. God damn it.
You forgot you're collecting them?
The Snarl's badass.
You've got 3 of them, right? 3 of those snarls?
Just one. I just have one, thank God. But it's a beautiful Snarl. He's gorgeous. It's extremely stylized. But because he doesn't have wings, I guess it's a harder sell as a Gundam. Yet, it's in that vein.
It has a very there we go. I got the word. It's a very aggressive design.
Yeah. It's
Very
beautiful.
aggressive design. And sure, I mean, but it's like, look, he's an arm. So now you have this loose kibble hanging around of wings, which I assume plugs into the back of their fucking, Spinosaurus Grimlock they're going to make. And fucking, I don't know. Like, I don't,
Right.
I hate, this is the one thing I always hate about third party is they try to innovate on something that's already established and they do it poorly. And it always has been, always will be the Dinobots fucking combining.
Yeah.
I like the
I don't
idea
like
of
it.
them
I don't
being.
like it.
Yeah, I like the idea of them being that Strike Force Commando group. That looks fucking phenomenal, but
Oh,
They don't need
Dinobots
to combine.
That's the only thing that they're good for.
They
So-
don't combine. They're not supposed to. They're tough without it.
So I
Mm-hmm.
sent a link in the group chat to Sludge. We looked at him last show. Robert, Oscar, you guys weren't on, so there's pictures of. Well, I'm just showing you this so you can see the pictures of their Sludge.
good lord, that's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I love
Gundam
it.
Heavy Arms.
That's horrible. I love it.
It's
What
heavy
the
arms
fuck?
with what is it? The damn it, which one has the extending arms like that? Is it
It's sand. It looks like Heavy Arms with the Sandrock blades hanging on his back. Look, and
I
they're
can
blades
see
too.
that.
I use these for punching. I got a mouth plate because I don't need to talk anymore. Me, I'm smashing. Oh, of course, there's an Iron Man pose. No, it's the Sengoku Astray also does the arm gimmick.
Yeah.
I would keep these guys in Dino mode.
Yeah, it's the Fei Long Gundam from Wing.
Oh,
Wing had that like
Shin,
the dragons
Shenlong.
for the arm.
The Ultron,
Stupid.
the Ultron Gundam. Yeah, the green one. It was
So-
the Fei Long. It's Fei Long's second mobile suit. It's
Yeah.
in the Swaltz TV special.
Yeah.
This Sludge, by the way, is 23 and a quarter inches long in alt mode.
Where do
this-
you put this?
It's massive.
It takes up one large Billy shelf. I'm telling you, these guys, they're built really well, and they are impressive in hand. It's just the style is so weird, off, and you know what? Because they're so Gundam, that's what's weird about it. Because it's like, why are you going Gundam if you're gonna go super stylized? Go your own lane.
Yeah, well, like they've been doing. Like I remember once I sent you guys a link in the chat. I'm like, you think this is the same company? It's like a 1/100 scale model kit. That had like a notorious, like, it's a lot of Chinese third party model kit makers make this like super aggressive design on their characters, where it's like they just look like they hurt to grab them and to maneuver them around, just to pose them. You fucking slice your shit open. Like the whole, this is what we did with the head and tail aspect of it is, I guess they got rid of that somehow, rather than hanging behind his back. But
And we know Kang Toys is doing Gundam also, right?
They're doing
third-party
actual Gundam. Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, this must be working, right? They did Predaking, they did Mini Predaking,
Which I'm
those all
collecting.
sold well, and now they're
But
selling.
they're less. Those are less Gundam-y, even though they're obviously inspired.
Yeah.
You know, those are more just super stylized, like super stylized. These are over that threshold.
Yeah, well, like with like Fahrenheit, whatever their version of
9/11.
Dive Bomb, that is the most Gundam looking one I've seen so far. It really does look like fucking the Strike Freedom Gundam with those wings. But I mean, I don't know, man. Each his own, I guess. Like Robert, you're in on this.
I guess so. It's like them and their Metroplex. I got one. I got to complete the line.
Huh.
They're gonna get the Scorponok. You know, you guys. This is what happened last time. They're kind of quiet about it, and I think they're each dealing with their inner turmoil because they want this Scorponok.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You know what? Oh, would you just look at the little guy?
I'm gonna get.
Cat Toys. This is adorable. Why
I
do I
love
find
this.
this adorable?
What are we looking at?
The next link.
The next link. I don't want to dwell too much. I have to go to bed soon. I got to run the fucking show by myself for the next few weeks. Not this show, the work show. This Predaking
Wow.
this Predaking is fucking adorable. Don't tell me these things break down and combine.
They do. They're individuals.
Oh my god, dude, how do I get in on this action?
I don't know, but I think this looks so cute, so good. I have no real
Yeah,
place
I gotta
for
get
it, but
this.
I feel like if like Defense or another Autobot Computron walked in on him at a bar the same way Deadpool did with comic accurate Wolverine, the same thing would happen. Oh, do you think you are a big tough robot? Oh, you're a big evil Decepticon. We must fight now. Then it fucking murders him in cold blood.
Love this.
But- oh my god, dude, this is fucking this is
all Robert
nice.
style.
Yeah, I definitely have quite the Waterhead baby collection.
Uh-huh.
You got a lot of rare ones now too, though. Don't you have like the Tripticon, fucking Overlord, that whole set?
Well, I didn't get Overlord. I did not get Overlord, and there was one other one that I didn't get from Mastermaid. But I have Mastermaids first. I have the SDF one. But no, I have a bunch of stuff. I got a whole bunch of Waterhead baby stuff that's really good. They're built well, like not just Mastermaid. TFC did Devastator, and it's great. You know, there's two Devastators out because Mastermaid did one. But this is gonna be a nice addition to the Waterhead baby collection.
I threw a link in chat that has pictures of the individuals in it, but they're great prototypes. But still, you can see the individuals.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I like this.
This is very nice. 6.69 inches. Oh my god, what do you do?
I think this is the same company that did that. What do they call it? Steelhead, Steel Commander, something. It's that Rise of the Beast Prime with the giant head. Robert, I know you have it because you sent it to Bobby to review.
Yeah, he's in that. He's in the link you sent. He's down. If you scroll down past the Predacons, he's the next picture in that link.
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
I don't know why they put him.
Look at Razor Claw and Rampage. Holy shit. It's like I want to train him to use a litter box and put him in Christmas sweaters.
They can
This is
they
fucking
can build.
adorable.
I'll tell you, both modes in that Prime are great. You know, they look really good. They pose well. So, you know, if this Predaking and the Predacons are in line with the Prime, we're in good shape.
I don't know how much this costs. How much was that Prime?
I don't know.
$58. I'm looking at him right now. He's in stock on Shozy.
Oh my god, that's fucking.
Say they're like 55. Let's say they're $55 a pop.
That's not hurtful. This is fucking. Oh my god, dude, these are cute. They're like, oh, look at me, I'm big bad Decepticon. No, I'm a big bad Decepticon. Ain't that right, Razor Claw? Shut the fuck up, guys. That's cute as outer bats.
He should come with like little balls of yard and.
Get him,
John
Razor
Ice
Claw.
Cream.
Then like Optimus Prime's like, not so fast, and he throws a ball of yarn. Oh no, his one weakness, yarn. Oh no, Rampage is hooked on it too. No, Rampage. That looks
like
fun.
this.
I like it. This is fucking win. This is win. This is true chibi. This is what I like. This is in a reimagining of a G1 classic. Oh my god, this is fucking dope.
It's
Look at
called
Tantrum.
Steel Kitty Party.
Enough said.
You know what else I think is a win?
Huh.
This next link, surprisingly.
DX9 Sideswipe has come a long way since the prototype. Yes, I've seen this. Me and Derek from Do You Even Transform, Bro, we're talking about how like Sideswipe needs an update. Some Masterpiece fingers need like update, and this wins right here.
Remember
This
how
is-
much we shit on the
is, I
prototype
think-
when we saw it?
Yep.
See,
Here it is.
cleaned
Color
up a lot.
images. Is that the
The
Takara?
prototype looked pretty bad.
Is that the Takara Sunstreaker?
Looks like it, yeah.
Was coincidentally hiding his Autobot logo? Yeah, that's him. Yeah, this Sideswipe looks fucking gnarly. It's like the 3-0 except without the intense articulation.
This Sideswipe, I would say, is the most G1 accurate. It's all in the chest, waist, pelvis proportions.
It works everywhere. It's that
You know.
chest looks like he's wearing a midriff from the 80s, you know?
Or
Yeah.
like his titty flaps.
He's got low nipples.
There we go. Justin hates it, everybody.
I do kind
He's
of hate
turning
it.
his
I'm
head
gonna be
beams
honest
on.
with you, I hate it. I'm not replacing my bag cube one. Bag cube's fine.
I got him too. The back cube's great too, but this looks really neat. I mean,
Yeah, except it's titty flaps. We could have made it so they pop up from the other side instead of having two obnoxious tabs on the front that ruins the whole front of the car.
what is
Just
that for a
saying.
Sideswipe? That's where I get my milk. Right, gang? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Sideswipe, that's right. Who's thirsty? Me.
His whole chest and waist looks like a kid being Daredevil for Halloween.
A kid who bought the wrong size Daredevil costume for Halloween. Lifts up, but at least he's not fat. You know, he's fucking shredded for a
That's his
10-year-old.
head, his face. It's just the face, the mask. Even has the little horns. You don't see it? I love this. How much is it going to cost? Do we know? $100?
Probably 100, at least. Or maybe
good
130.
question. Let's see. if
Some
we can
people
find
are.
What about the Lamborghini mode, Justin? What do you hate about that? Is the hinge on the spoiler really bad? And you said the tabs on the spoiler?
I mean, the tabs on the headlights piss me off.
What tabs on the headlights? Oh, I see.
The spoiler looks like shit. Yeah, I don't know why you've got the. I assume those tabs there to plug
I'll be right
something
back.
else in off the spoiler. And why has it got off-road tires on? What the fuck's up with that? Where are you taking this Lamborghini?
A redneck designed it. That's what happened to it.
Yeah.
Those are all redneck.
And-
redneck
and-
hopped up
and
a
it's-
Mountain Dew and Pixie Sticks.
And his mirrors are falling off. No, I hate
It looks
this.
better than Sunstreaker, though.
This shit.
Look at that.
I don't like it. Sorry.
The
Nope.
mirrors are falling off.
Yeah, no, this is crap. No, I'm sorry.
You like it. You like it.
I do not, and I will not be getting it. So that's fine. Different strokes for different folks, right? That's what they say.
Indeed.
Yeah, the tires are putting me off now. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Jesus, Justin.
Yeah, and look at the big fucking hinge on the back. Like, you can't get the car mode right. Like, you put... So it's so important to get the actual headlights of the Lamborghini to pop up that we need to put the tabs on it. But, let's put it on the front and fuck up the whole silhouette of the Lamborghini and the bot mode. Like, it's fucking stupid. Like, come on, DX9. It's so stupid. So stupid.
Oh, now I see the nipples. Oh,
Yes.
God. Oh, God.
It's like
They're,
like you
leaning
are
down.
you are so close, and you've decided to do it this way with, like
He's got some thick hanging nipples.
yes, and you could like the mirrors on the car don't even add anything to the car. If they weren't there, I don't think anyone would even like really be like, well, it needs to have mirrors. Like no, but now the mirrors are hanging off stupid. Like.
He hangs his pile drivers off those nipples.
Apparently.
And they're robotic nipples. He has like robotic areola as well.
Yeah. No, this looks stupid.
His
I'm sorry.
giant robotic areola and like thick flopping nipples.
Okay, sorry. I had to use the restroom.
Alright.
All right, so we're moving on to finally Transformers gets the Hall of Fame treatment. So we are honored to share that Transformers brand has been inducted to the National Toy Hall of Fame. I never knew that was a thing until this article, like 5 minutes ago. Our beloved transforming robot have participated in National Toy Hall of Fame selections several times over the last years, but usually defeated in the final vote. The moment finally arrived, and Transformers has finally been selected as one of the 2024 inductees, together with My Little Pony in Phase 10. Nothing to be proud of. You can check it all out on the Museum of Play website. We did it. Time to celebrate. Our franchise is finally being recognized as a brand that has inspired to creative play and enjoyed popularity over the years till all are one. Mm-hmm. So, okay.
A finalist with deck of cards and that annoying clacker ball thing, the 2 balls on a string.
And the wood block. Just one.
Those log home building sets? Yeah, they made it.
Lacrosse toss with only one lacrosse thing and the other person's just playing catch with you.
This is insane. So, okay, you obviously
Runner-up
love...
is Velcro ping pong. Sorry.
The next link is really good. You obviously love Optimus. Park is releasing a 7-foot tall Optimus Prime statue.
What?
Yes.
How much is this thing?
Good question.
YOLO Park? What? 7 feet tall? How's it going to hold together?
You got to build it.
Yeah.
That's absurd. This thing's going to... Oh, no. How is this possible? Does YOLO Park do statues?
If everyone's quiet for a second, you can hear Justin grind his teeth because they stole his idea.
Doesn't even look fucking good. What the hell? It doesn't.
This is Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime 2. This is not... I don't consider this G1 Optimus Prime. Way too much silver.
It's like an air fryer shelf for
like, can he hold a cup of coffee?
I have a lot of questions for it too. Like, what's with the Metroplex guns on the base?
Good question.
What's with the random blue shards? They're like, it needs a light up gimmick. Put some lights in the base.
Somebody shot energon darts at him? Or those missiles?
They're jarts.
Those are missiles shooting up randomly.
Or impacts of something going down. I have no fucking idea. They're just 3 blue little
I'm just saying, guys. Image number 7. Red rocket. Red rocket. One of them's a penis.
Oh, God. This, I mean, for how much money is this thing going to be?
That's got to be at least like $5-6 grand.
I mean,
it's got to be.
7
A lot of
feet
that's
tall?
in shipping alone.
86 point, what did it say? 86.6 inches tall.
That's insane. It doesn't even look good. I don't understand. I'm very confused by this. And I love how he's posed with a fucking arm bent. So, like, if you put the statue anywhere, you can't even see his head from half of the room.
But you can hang like a towel off that arm.
Oh, that's true.
Hat. Your lunch bag if you're like me because you're a blue collar loser. A lot of stuff you could do, but you still have to justify to any paramour in your life why you purchased a 7-foot tall statue of Optimus Prime.
You can't.
How big that base
You can't justify that.
You can't.
If he's 7 feet tall, that base is at least 3 feet wide.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is for ballers, man. Guys with like a huge fucking like foyer when you walk in their home, and like this would be sitting in the center of it. And even then, as much of a fan as I am of it, like I think going crazy is like getting a Decepticon welcome mat for your door. This is just next level bullshit. Like if you can't, you should be able to fucking wear this thing. It's 7 feet tall.
You just step into it like an Iron Man suit.
Yeah,
it better come with holes. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, someone's gonna have sex with it for fucking 7-8 grand. That's what I'm gonna call it right now. I'm gonna say 10 grand.
I think it may be like 12, at least 12 grand.
All right, you got me down. Put me down for 10. Put Robert down for 12. Justin, what's your thought? How much do you think it's gonna run?
I don't know. I'm not in this statue game. What are they? It's gotta be up there. I'm gonna say like 15.
I mean, it's
probably 15.
15K. Okay.
I'm gonna go with 8.
Is that how much is left on your Diners Club card?
Exactly. So I'm hoping to get it on my Diners Club.
Hello, Yellow Park. Do I have an opportunity for you?
Here's the deal. YOLO Park is not known, at least for me. I do not know YOLO Park for having sturdy construction or the heaviest materials. And now they're doing a 7-foot tall statue? This makes absolutely no sense to me.
My question is transport. Like, would you get this in 2, 3, maybe 7 boxes that you have to open them all up individually, put this thing together, right? And what's it made out of? Is it made out of like
I hope it's
some sort of heavy duty resin that sticks together, of hardened foam, ABS plastic? Is this like hollow on the inside, or are you seeing this extra detail?
Yeah. I hope this is hollow fucking shampoo plastic, like the YOLO Park plastic, like they're and Transformers 1 plastic, and they could just beat the shit out of him whenever you get angry. You just punch the fuck out of him. You gotta pop his face mask back out.
Every time you hit him, it goes, ow, 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 ow. I'll have my revenge. Ow, ow. Give me your face. Ow, ow, ow. Till all are one. Ow, ow, ow. I hate Hispanics. Ow, ow. Wait, what'd you say?
Optimus Prime, more like Optimus Y. Oh my God. No, it doesn't even look good. They're fucked.
Someone's gonna buy it. Someone's gonna buy it, and they're gonna put that it'll be like a $2,500 deposit down that's not refundable.
I hope he comes in pieces and he's delivered to your door in a giant crate marked fragile, each piece. And each piece comes with a lampshade with tassels.
It comes with a leg lamp.
With the words "totally not sex toys" written all over the fucking box, so your neighbors don't judge you.
7 feet.
7 foot 2 inches tall.
That's absurd. Rise of the Beast. All right, let's just move it on.
So according to Lego, up next is a Lego Soundwave set coming. So this is a little exciting. Lego has released the Optimus Prime set. They did a Bumblebee too recently, right?
Homestar Runner feet.
Yeah. And now we have a Soundwave set coming, which is neato.
Brick made out of bricks.
Bricks out of brick. According to Brick Tap, Lego News, Rumors, and Reveals. Looking like there's no additional details at this time, but according to the TFW website that pre-order has given us, the information comes via Reddit user Clay Bricks, who has leaked several possible sets for 2025. We still have no additional details, but take this with a grain of salt. Oh, it's fake until we get official confirmation. So yeah, I think it's interesting. Lego taking a stab at the Transformers franchise officially, rather than buying some shady like brick set off fucking Temu or Wish or AliExpress sometimes, or Emu. But yeah, and speaking of Emu, Armada Black Oat first look. Oh, I remember I sent you guys these photos in the chat. This is Armada Red Alert. Justin is happy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a second link with some bot mode pics too, by the way.
Yeah, see that too. Look at these motherfuckers right
I'm here for it. Now I can complete my my Atari collection. I'm good.
Would you say his weapons come extra sharp?
Yep. Definitely.
Is this built in Vermont? Ooh, this is bot mode? You got no heads.
Yeah, a lot of the prototypes have been showing up without a head.
What the fuck is this? What are they showing us in picture 2? I'm really confused.
Who is that? That's a retool of fucking shit.
On the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come to that. That's the next. Well, a couple links away actually.
G-Axis.
That's Prima.
Yeah. Prima. Yeah, never heard of her.
Oh, but this is really bad. Look at his hands. Look at his arms.
These are prototypes. There's nothing to get that worked up over. Things change.
No, but I
all the
mean,
time.
but look,
Well, he has regular fists, but Red Alert had those extra tools you could hop on.
No. I thought his hands were the orange holes. Those are the ends of his forearms. I just didn't see his actual hands.
Oh, okay.
I thought those were his hands, just like just little holes at the ends of stubs.
That would be awesome.
They look better than, I don't know. He's got thick thighs and little calves with big junk to make up for it on his calves.
Yeah,
Pointy
I'm not sure
feet.
what's going on with that. Actually, Red Alert looks like a whole new mold. Really, it reminds me a lot of the Armada toy, just on a smaller scale.
So this is all coming from the next thing after Legacy, which is Age of the Primes. So we might be seeing a lot of new molds coming from that. That will get reused later, of course, but
Yeah.
so this may be a brand new mold.
So confused.
I'm excited for it. I just want to put my hot shot and I want to put my
Optimus.
Optimus.
And now Red
And
Alert.
Yep, that's all I care about.
Orange alert.
Chedda alert.
Head alert. Maybe it's just American cheese alert.
Up next is War for Cybertron Game Edition Ironhide official images. So I have
Waffles.
everywhere. Who's hungry?
Who wants waffles and mushrooms?
But Prime, I got no syrup.
Prime, you better deep fry those chicken legs, or I swear to Primus I'm gonna come over there and butt fuck you hard. Ironhide, all we need is a little energy on it. I said deep fry those chicken legs. Piece of shit, I hate you. But Ironhide, that's not healthy for you, Prime. If you don't want Spike to end up like Chip, I suggest you deep fry those chicken legs. And the gizzards.
Oh boy.
Is that you laughing, Justin? Did I just hear you giggle?
No, I was sneezing.
Oh, well,
that
fuck
was
you too,
me.
then. I thought it was
Justin laughs like this. Justin sneezes like this. Huh?
Pretty much.
Bless you.
Huh?
Thank you.
Huh?
He's like, that's why we don't let people like you in our neighborhood, Oscar. Yeah, I'd say that I just got reminded of watching this newscast where a bunch of people were trying out chicken sandwiches from different restaurants. There's a one reporter who's a black guy watching this other girl. She's like, yeah, I've never had Popeyes before. He's like, oh, you're going to love it. So she's biting into the sandwich. And he's like, what do you think so far? He's like, oh, it's good. It's good. He goes, does it taste like a neighborhood you've never been to before? The whole studio's
And then
fucking
he robbed her.
Beats the dog shit out of her in front of everybody. But yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't have the. So I bought one Studio Series, game series figure. That was the Optimus Prime. Not impressed. Then I bought the Megatron. Still not impressed. I skipped the Starscream because I thought we're on such a roll with disappointment. Why bother wasting my money? Then I saw their was it Ratchet that's out now, right? For the Gamer series,
so.
not the Studio series, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So I'm seeing him being released. I see him on my Amazon listings, and it's like, you know, I've had such a rotten fucking time. And then I recently went to a toy store where they have the Planet X Ironhide and Ratchet there, and the guy picked them up back when BBTS was selling them for like fucking $40 a pop or some shit like that back then. You remember that? A lot more solid than the fucking Hasbro iterations of this video game franchise. And the amount of waffles and exposed pegs are just way too much, man. Like, this shit tells me you try to rotate that bicep, it's coming off that fucking mushroom peg.
Or the wrist.
The same thing, yeah. It looks really insecure. Unsecure. Insecure, dude. Don't talk about me. I'm not a bicep. I'm part of the elbows. Come on, guys.
My wrist is fine. It's not going to fall off.
It's not going to fall off, guys. It's not going to stress break as soon as you turn it. Even though you have to turn it for transformation. Because I have brass knuckles now as I'm Ironhide. I'm such a tough southern guy. And again, the weapons, this fucking stupid fucking weapons. This massive fucking gun. And then there's an axe. Now there's an axe. Oh, when did he use it? Such, god damn it, man. What a waste of time design that was. I guess we're moving on. No one likes it, even especially Justin. He's like, silence.
Yep.
Auldey Alpha Action Elite adjective wave 1 official images. What the fuck were you talking about when you wrote that, Richard?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just too many adjectives.
Alpha Action Elite Wave 1. So what is this, like YOLO Park shit or what?
Yeah, it's another set of non-transforming, officially licensed to some company named Auldey. Auldey. They're about 5 inches tall.
Okay, so they're the same size as high grades in some Legends class figures. That Jazz looks fucking sharp, though.
Yeah, the Jazz looks good.
Soundwave does too. Now, Cliff Jumper, you look fucking stupid.
RC's not terrible.
Kickback looks good. Yeah, RC looks good.
Kickback and the mini bots like Cliff Jumper, they're shorter, but
Wonder how much these are going to run.
Good question. There's a second link with some chase figures too. So I don't know if that means they're blind packed. I guess that means they're blind packed.
Oh, we're doing that like blockies?
I guess so.
It's fucking stupid. So I guess this is what, toy colors? Optimus Prime?
I think it's metallic toy colors or just metallic.
That Sunstorm looks really neat. Love the translucent plastic on them.
We get 2 Optimus Primes. We get a metallic and we get toy colors.
Ah, okay.
You know, you need 2 Optimus Prime chases.
There's that massive fucking thumbnail those guys over there freaking grow. Fucking saber-tooth fanboys.
What is that, a Magic Square Jetfire in the background? That last pick? With an
It looks like it gets to the left of the R2-D2.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Star Wars is stupid. Yeah, that looks like the Magic Square. Yeah, dude, I think you
really
fucking nailed it. I think it really is, because it's not the New Age. Yeah, it's definitely Magic Square.
Interesting.
I'm looking at the one on my shelf and the one in this picture. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's kind of line up, same patterns, except for the vents on the side. They're more
I've
prominent.
been fucking muted this whole time. God damn it!
Dumbass.
I've been talking about this Jazz and everything, and I was just talking about how.
Well, meanwhile,
you don't like
Robert's
Star
like, "You
Wars."
guys are really fucking rude. I'm gonna leave." Oh, I've been muted.
I remember when I first met you, Oscar, and you said, "Hey, my name's Oscar," and I said, "Oscar what?" And you were like, "Oscar Skywalker."
I did not
You don't
say
remember
that.
Yes,
No, I
you
don't.
did. And
Fuck
then
you,
turned
no,
into a
never.
woman.
Turns into it's now Olivia Walker, Skywalker, known as the Store Killer.
Yeah, Star Killer.
And I'm going to be hosting the British Bake Off. Yeah, so what do you think of this Jazz? I think the Jazz is the best one out of all these fucking blocky
Justin
knockoffs.
loves it. I think Cliff Jumper looks good. I know he's probably a little too big, but it was good.
Yeah, big old feet.
Jazz looks good. I think Justin wants that Jazz. Well, this is exclusively sold on Temu.
Yep, these look okay.
Thanks for ruining that fucking Sideswipe.
You're welcome.
God damn it. I think I'm going to shave off his nipples.
money.
No, I'm just going to clip his nipples off.
Just sand him down. It's going to be
Just
2
get a pair
scuff
of-
marks.
Get a pair of nippers for his nippers.
Hippers for his nips.
You got to clip them off. They're going to look all fucking stressed out, broken plastic, 2 white spots. Now they're nipples. They're leaking alpha milk. Alpha milk.
Get him a
Wow.
little- What if I get him a little
Sorry.
bra?
Not
Like,
just
get him like a
regular
little-
milk, but alpha milk.
milk.
What if I get him like Energon pasties?
Little purple cubes hitting there. So up next is Age of the Primes Prima prototype leak out here looking like a snowcat. What?
Prima.
If you click on the image and go backwards to the left, you'll see the alt modes. Alt mode pics, I mean.
So that head
Kinda
is
looks like
weird.
Snowcat.
Where's he from, the comics?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're doing.
It
with
looks like a
Age of
Megatron head with all
Primes.
that blapped out too. Oh look, they painted it.
Wait, this looks like the other
got a-
one.
Different head on too. This is the figure that was standing next to that red alert without.
What's
a
his
head.
name? Nachotron?
It's not.
He's got no fucking head. Nachotron.
It's Colby Jacktron.
Yeah.
Oh, that head.
I know his
look
brother,
at him
Monterey.
with the ball joint. Fuck. Recipe for disaster. I'm getting iGear Raptor flashbacks and me hitting up Justin going, "Can you please fix my Skywarp?"
Nope.
He's like, "What'd you do?" I use a little super glue. Send it to him. You did not use a little super glue, Oscar. You caked on like 7 layers of plastic on this thing. That's why it broke.
I love the big robot heads on a tiny ball peg. It is so aesthetically pleasing. Oh God.
It makes no sense. What are you supposed to be?
Big block.
Oh, look, he's got a shield and a
Velveeta.
sword. It's the Velveeta 10-pound block. Government cheese.
That made the best mac and cheese back in the day. Oh boy.
Bro, I just watched a YouTube short where some guy in Japan went to a restaurant where they specialize in making unique burgers, and he ate a hamburger mac and cheese burger. And I really want to try that now. Like, there's a whole pile of macaroni just oozing out of this thing. It looks so good. Oh my God, I would fuck that up in a heartbeat. So God help me. But yeah, hey, his alt mode, he's a
What is he?
fucking Dodge Caravan. It is Snowcat from Energon. Oh my God.
The back is horrible.
It looks, yeah, that's Snowcat, dude. Way to nail it there, pre-order. That's exactly what that is.
Why does he have 2 bullet holes in his front? Or is this like the Cars version? It's, like
owned by
his,
50 Cent. They're still trying to get him after all these years.
Those are his eyes, and he's got fucked up teeth, and his mouth's open.
Hold on, Autobats. I'm coming to help you.
I'm gonna pick up
First,
my...
you gotta pick up my headmaster, Winnie the Pooh.
Or if you look a little lower, it kind of looks like the 2 eyes, and you have a little nose, cheekbones on either side, and a mouth at the bottom going...
Wee. I can't wait to see this on Prime versus
I'm going
Prime.
up someone's butt. Ooh. Oh God, I can't believe this. Well, he looks pretty small too. Look at that little hand next to him. He's fitting right in those fingers.
He's the Voyager scale.
So it's like 5 inches now, right?
Give or take, yeah. It's a fucking Master Grade Gundam's a lot bigger than some of my Voyagers.
If we had Elon, I'm telling you, they wouldn't only be bigger, but they would. You wouldn't.
No, they need to be more woke and sexually ambiguous and non-binary, because that's what James Roberts said in the comic. He's the best comic book writer of all time. I know, because we talked one time. I was out there at TFCon 2014 in Charlotte. I nodded at him. He nodded me back. That's why we're friends. We just have that type of relationship.
Indeed.
All right, moving on. I thought you had to go to work. Come on.
Official images of Unix Square's Optimus Prime figure. We made fun of that before in the chat. Justin loves this.
That was actually.
Sarcasm. He doesn't really like it. He hates it.
It's like,
He's
what
like,
if,
hey,
what if you don't give a shit about Optimus's alt mode and you want him to look like a bad Lego Optimus? Well, here you go.
Well,
dude,
pick
if it wasn't
13.
for Diam Chalk showing other images besides the 2 you shared, I would have swore that was a Lego kit too.
Yep.
It's like a YOLO Park though. Look at pick 13. Like, that's the best way to display him.
The best way to display him is in the trash can.
Sick bird. He's all broken on the
terrible.
ground.
It's supposed to be IDW? What is it
This
supposed to be?
this feels like a video game company who decided to make figures of a different franchise than they have made.
Than the
games
ones
of.
they make, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not too busy doing their iteration of Marvel and DC characters. Like, here's what Aquaman looked like if he was in a Square Enix game. Oh, incredibly flamboyant and gay? Got it. Thanks. Yeah, this looks horrible. That is an ugly truck mode.
Yeah.
It's like,
But-
if I saw vents like that in a truck, I'm like, yo, is your radiator warping that shit or what, man? Get your fucking cooling system checked out, bro.
Like, there's no surprise to me that this is Square Enix. Or Unix Square, whatever they're called now. You know, like, I look at this, and then if you tell me that, I'm like, oh, that makes sense now. Not that I like
agree.
it. It's like, huh.
It's very stylized.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like the SNS, the one figure, you know, the version of Optimus Prime
yeah.
I purchased with all the different hand ads and all that stuff and the pointless transformation sequence. But I think the body looks great except for that ugly ass fucking head sculpt. And They're always going to do an Optimus Prime first because that's the cash cow of this franchise, like it or not.
His fat old cat.
Unless you're Brian Brink and you fucking hate Optimus Prime because you masturbate to him violently in front of everyone in your home. Look at that fucking gun, Jesus Christ.
Are we looking at Missing Link? Is that what we're looking at?
No,
we're
we're still looking
still
at that ugly ass Optimus Prime.
Oh, come
Moving on to Missy Link, Sunstreaker, and Cardin. Okay, so again, this is just basically really articulated G1 figures.
Yep.
What we thought they could do when we were kids, but they could never do, really.
Yep.
And it wasn't until that podcast that we did recently where I put 2 and 2 together, where y'all explained that they meant Missing Link, like missing joint.
Mm-hmm.
The
nothing
Bumblebee
clever.
and Cliffjumper are now shipping, by the way. That people are starting to get them in hand.
I just
we're
don't
gonna have a whole
understand.
other G1 collection.
I don't understand the need to have this, though.
I mean, you're just gonna have a whole new G1 collection.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't
just a
make
big
sense to
commitment.
me.
I think it's cool, and I think it'd be cool to get some key characters. And I think the stuff like the RC that they're going to do is fantastic.
If they can
I'm
pull
all
it off.
for that. Give us the RC that they teased and never gave us. Give us the
Yeah.
G1 Unicron.
I
I'm all
think
for
they
that.
can just keep that to themselves. But
If
You
they
don't
can
want
pull
that?
it off.
no, I don't want that. That is,
No.
he looks fucking like. I could still look at these figures. I could look at the Optimus Prime, the Bumblebee Cliffjumper, and say, hey, you know, as a kid, I could totally picture this being the guys on TV that I love watching so much. I look at that fucking prototype Unicron from and I remember the joke I played on a cafe saying, "Late is tall," and it garnered like over 200 fucking comments. Until, of course, that one guy sitting there going, "Oh, hey, Matt, this guy's trying to pose your Unicron off like it's his," and I had to like let him in on the joke, like, "No, man, it's fake, bro. Like, I know it's a fake Unicron prototype. Don't go messaging him, getting him involved in here, man. Come on." But I can see being you know, I don't see myself as a kid looking at that Unicron figure going, "This ain't the guy from the movie." Like, I can see that with Galvatron, and by all rights, that G1 Galvatron figure. It's nostalgic, yeah, but it's still an ugly fucking. It's a brick with movable arms. I mean, it's fucking trash. I think these are neat. I just hope they're not overpriced and overcomplicated to transform, because that was the fun part about the G1 toys. They were very easy. So you could sit there, and if you could, you know, if you knew how to do the transformation sound effect, you could slow it down by going, and boom, Prowl's now a robot. You know?
Oscar made one silent fart sound, and then it was transformed. All right, let's move it on.
Yeah, moving on to the next one here, we have, bam. Missy Link, let the repaints begin.
Jesus Christ. This is such a rabbit hole. What is this? This isn't Missing Link. What is this?
No, this is a Studio Series Optimus Prime figure.
Oh, repaint.
From the
okay.
This is from the Devastation video game?
That's cool. Just cel-shaded windows.
Richard?
That's all you get.
No, that's a different figure. We talked about that last show, and it's terrible. This is the Commander class, just done up with cell animation. Supposedly going to be an exclusive to that convention.
Someone doing the one that has an exclusive Magmatron, but it's just better box art than the crap they released here.
Exactly, yes.
Oh, gotcha. They probably did that here too. But that's it. It's just the windows have the cell animation on it. That's it. And it looks...
Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
repaint of the Commander class. They're just going
Or
to
you
start
just-
cranking these out.
Toy Hacks can sell you the exact same thing for like $2.
No, you mean for the same price as this.
Just sell you the stickers for your figure, and you don't have to buy the extra figure. Oh, this next thing is up Oscar's alley.
Missy Link, Bumblebee, and Cliffjumper in hand.
Oh, yeah, I
images.
forgot to put these in here.
So you
Nooks.
mentioned it before. Here they are in hand, and the head's on a swivel and everything. Look at that. They look interesting. So these look big. Are they big?
What are you looking at?
The Missing Link.
Bumblebee, Cliffjumper in hand.
100%.
The second to last
Oh,
one.
I missed that. Shit.
You
Hold
missed
on,
the
let
missing link.
Justin talk, Robert. Justin, fill me in. What are we to expect with these right here?
Cool little articulated G1. That's all. I'm in.
How big are they? They look big.
G1.
Yeah, but they look big. Like, what do you think their size are? Like 4 or 5 inches tall?
G1. So if you look at the picture, missing link CEO3, Bumblebee, CO4, Cliffjumper 11. That is the missing link. I forget what they're called. Sentinel Prime. He's G1 Optimus Prime size. Like these are G1 minibot size in scale.
Yeah, so they're what, 3 inches tall or so?
Maybe.
So you paid $50 for really?
Fuck
Oh, you know.
yes, and they're so here's the thing,
Yeah,
right?
fuck yeah.
So, and Rich can back me up on this. That like I got the Optimus as like a novelty. I was like, whatever, we'll check it out. How good's it gonna be? And then you're like, it just feels right. It just feels right. Like, and they were so good that I was like, all right, I am in on Cliffjumper and Bumblebee because of reasons. So when I look at these, they look like articulated G1 Cliffjumper and Bumblebee, and I'm okay with this. And I'm really anxious to see where else they go with this line. Do we get an Ironhide that actually has a head? Maybe. I don't know.
But would it have a head? Should it have a head?
It should.
I don't think it should.
I mean, we'll see.
Well,
We'll
they
see
were
what
going
do.
to make it with a head, right? Wasn't that the thing?
I have no clue.
He has a sticker face on his one
Right.
seat.
Yeah, that was
That
stupid.
face should
was real
just be no. That should have articulation.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's just a head that flips around, and it's a seat in
two-dimensional.
car mode. And
Right, it goes left and right, up and down, but it's the same fucking face behind
So
his windshield.
the thing that makes these things super appealing is like if you are a G1 collector, these feel like the peak G1 toy. Like
yes,
it obsoletes all the other G1 stuff. Like I've got a damn good looking Optimus Prime with like perfect paint, perfect smokestacks that's not going to be beaten up by my 6-year-old self, right? And he looks great on a shelf. He's fun to mess with. He transforms in like all of 2 seconds. Pinnacle G1. So
you know something I just noticed that's real interesting to me. If you look at picture 6, is Bumblebee is licensed by Volkswagen, but notice that Cliffjumper is not.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I wonder if
look at
this
that.
is. I wonder if they did get into some words over after the Rise of the Beast movie, and that's why we never saw like a proper Masterpiece Jazz. Remember that Masterpiece Cliffjumper that pictures went up all over, and it was clearly a
Years ago.
retool of Bumblebee 2.0 years ago, and then we never got it. And I was thinking, oh, they're waiting for Rise of the Beast, which got delayed a year. And once that comes out, they're going to be all up Porsche's butt like they were with Chevy with the 2007 movie. And then it just died off. We never saw any other Porsche stuff.
Do you think you can pull back on the wheels, like they're spring-loaded?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think so.
Weren't they like that? Weren't they
You
like
think
penny
you could put a
racers?
penny in the
No.
back of them?
I thought they were like penny racers. Am I imagining that?
No, you're imagining it. Now,
you're
the
imagining
Mini
it.
Spies did. The Mini Spies,
love-
they were the
I
all
love
one
that.
color. They transformed and they had little
Can we-
pullback motors.
But
Can
you're
we
also
fit
not.
pennies back there?
But Robert, Oscar, you're also not wrong. They are penny race. Like the whole aesthetic of the Cliffjumper and Bumblebee is like right in line with those penny racer toys. So straight down to the head detail being on that little flap that would have like held the penny back in the day.
Yeah.
So you are not wrong on the aesthetic. It just doesn't do what those do.
Doesn't function anymore.
Wait a minute. Why is the rub symbol on the bottom of their foot?
The only reason I can think of that is because there's just no other place to really put it on here. I don't know. Did the old school ones have it on the roof where the Autobot?
I think it
goes
was
on?
on the
I
roof,
thought
yeah.
so.
On the
Yeah.
second wave, yeah. The first wave before the rub
Didn't
symbols.
have any. Yeah.
They didn't have rub symbols, but then yes, they put them on the roof.
Yeah.
I feel like they should give you the sticker and let you decide.
I agree with that. I would rather just not have the sticker on personally, but I mean,
Put it on
whatever.
its
It's on the
face.
foot. I'm not going to notice it. So I just hope they do a bumper. I want a bumper and a hubcap. So
Oh,
make it
you're
happen.
getting everything, man. You're gonna get everything. They're gonna do everything, and I really do think
Fuck.
Ironhide should be a
Yes, I'm
2D
here
head.
for it. I'm here for it. So
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
I'm not upset by it. They really are so much better than I really was expecting. So, yep.
And
it's anchovies on pizza. You know, it's an acquired taste. And
Mhm.
some people like you guys are looking forward to it. Guys like me, it's, you know, I tried collecting the smaller bots when I was a kid, but I never got into it because I like the bigger guys. And, you know, but yeah, power to you if you really like it. Those look
I
like
love
genuine rubber tires, not plastic.
Yeah, no, like I said, if you're interested in G1 at all, it's literally pinnacle G1. It's not gonna get better than that, and like you just have a pristine, you know, version of whatever character. So, absolutely, anytime would recommend this. So,
I'm just a stupid image on a windshield now.
yes.
What have I done to you, Prime? You were born, Ironhide. You were born.
Yeah, I agree with Justin though. When you get that Prime in hand, I bought him on the one Hasbro Pulse sale, and I was like on the fence, and I kept putting it off. I finally bit the bullet when he was on sale, and I got him in hand, and I'm like, oh man, you get the feels when you open it because it comes with the old card and the instructions, and it's like, oh man. Then you start messing with it, and it's hard to explain, but seeing it and then playing with it, two different things. I was really impressed with the Prime once I had it in hand.
I didn't get Prime.
The same review he had over Oscar's penis.
That's right.
I didn't get Prime.
What?
And I feel
It's
like
much
I
better in
missed the boat
hand
already.
and even better in mouth.
Oh yeah, yes indeed. Yes, my penis.
Thank
Thank you,
Don't
Doctor.
choke on it.
You can't.
So-
It's
It's a
impossible.
lot to take in.
When you need a little Optimus Nookie in your life, that sounded better in my head than the execution. Fly Nooks Optimus Prime, found at U.S. retail. This is a nice G1 Optimus Prime bookshelf organizer, ideal to add a G1 touch to your book or movie collection. It was found at a Walmart store, entertainment section in California. So you can look down on these and see how it works. So basically, I guess it keeps your books in, if you have books or like me, one of your shelves is dedicated to PS5 games, and then it just keeps toppling over and knocking your animated Optimus Prime down on the floor. You're like, no. Now you're missing Bumblebee, and you're like, oh my god, where the fuck is my Bumblebee at, dude? But yeah, this looks neat.
Now it gives you something to get your shirt or your pants snagged on as you walk by your bookshelf.
I want to see a whole line of these, just random Transformers poking out of like little alleys.
I want to
That's
see
all it is.
Megatron, but what's sticking out is his trigger dick.
I
I
want
want to see a whole collage of YouTube videos of just people bumping into these things in their home, knocking shit over, and their reaction.
You just put
Yeah,
figures
this
up
is
and have bookends.
very strange.
Honestly. Just get bookends, man. Gee, that's cool. I guess it's cool. No, I mean, you know, people might like this. If that's your bag.
Is this a whole line of stuff that this company does called
It's-
Nooks?
I think so. Like,
Is it just a
certain-
bunch of characters popping out of alleyways?
I haven't heard of them till today, so I mean, it may just be this is their first foray into it,
Okay.
seeing how it goes. I mean, it's a clever idea. I mean, I would have bought it more if it was a Decepticon, not an Autobot popping out of a fucking alleyway. This ain't fucking Call of Duty, but
Let's see.
I mean, it's unique. You know, I just hope it's made out of recycled materials, because it looks like a lot of wasted plastic on this.
that could be the name of the podcast. A lot of wasted plastic.
Yeah, we'll rebrand ourselves again.
Wait a minute.
It worked out.
It looks
really
like this company, Culture Fly, does a bunch of Nooks. Oh my God, they have so many. Hold on. I'm sending this in group chat.
Justin,
Yes, sir.
Here you
This
go.
Chris-
It's exactly what it sounds like.
this
Just
Christmas,
franchise after franchise of characters popping out of little alleys.
we're naming our Christmas tree Amy Winehouse because it's gonna die and leave
Little
needles all
doorways.
over the place.
Oh, disgusting, Robert. It's fucked up. Oh, you got a Gizmo, Pennywise the Clown. Oh, look, it's your good friend Jim Cummings.
Hello, I see you're reading. Are you
Optimus isn't
reading
even on their
pornography?
At least they're like decently priced between $25 and $18 and $25. The Chucky one's pretty cool. Like a fucking Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't want to see that in the dark. I'm sleeping. I wake up. I see a fucking head.
A rabbit. Down by I command of you.
Or fucking it. See a fucking scary clown face looking at you between books on your shelves. No thanks. Where's My Little Pony and Nice Things?
Oh god, they got a Uzumaki one too from that fucking stupid manga. It's not stupid manga. The anime was dumb. But damn. Okay, they got some Animal Crossing stuff. Yep. Fucking high ass little raccoon they got on here. Well, that's it for today, kids. Hey, Justin, you got my money?
Mm-hmm. I kind of
Guess
want to
what
get
I'm
the
doing?
Pennywise of these Book Nook things because my kids hate Pennywise, and it just feels like the thing to do when your kids.
Did you ever just
Wait,
look at your
done.
children and say, I'm strengthening my choking hand? Yep.
Why would your children even have an opinion on Pennywise?
That's a good question.
He fucked up.
Listen,
Not as bad as I did
listen.
a year ago.
Justin's like, hey kids, do you like clowns?
I can't help it if they decided to click things that they weren't supposed to click. All right, so it's not my fault, and I don't care. So
Dude, you
get
want to hear
one.
awkward is when I went to go visit a coworker last year when I was in the hay business. We go to his house. His wife's at home with his kid. And he's like, what's the boy doing? Oh, he's watching a movie? What about strays? Okay. Stray animals? Okay, that sounds good. So we go home, and I hear Will Ferrell's voice coming from the TV. I look at the movie he's watching, and he's watching Strays. And then it gets to the point where my master's favorite game is fetch and fuck. So he throws the ball, leaves him. He comes back with the ball while he's like mid-pump while watching porn.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, dude, Will Forte's got his dick out in your living room. He's like, who? And he walks over. He's like, what the fuck are you watching, kid? He's like, I'm just watching a movie now, not this one. He covers his eyes. Like, will you take that off? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like shutting off the TV.
Oh my
He tells
god.
his wife, he's like, you let our son watch this movie? He's like, well, I never heard of Strays. I'm like, it's a Will Ferrell raunchy, movie. She's like, oh no. I'm like, yeah, your little guy took part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
So it happens, dude. It fucking happens. They probably checked in on a Pennywise fucking clip or something like that. Got creeped the fuck out. It's not even the Tim Curry one, too, so they got spared. Well, yeah. Let's go ahead and wrap it up because his daddy's got to get up early.
On that note.
On that note, if you have any questions, maybe we'll get to them next time. You can email us at hailunicroncast@gmail.com.
You're
Shout out to our good friend Dust Mites for making our intro song and our friends over at Realm of Collectors. And, of course, those of you that followed us from Shattercast Uncut, we're grateful to each and every one of you for joining us on this journey. Wow, it has been, over 2 years, you'd say?
Mm-hmm.
More.
Sounds about
Since- Yeah, more than that since we quit at SCU. And played that little thing. I've been vaccinated.
It's been more than 2 years.
Well, episode 80 every 2 weeks. So that's 160 weeks. So that's
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
Fucking nerd. Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, so on behalf of me, the mad scientist Justin, the financially crippled pre-order, and the ambulance chasing Robert D, we want to thank
You
you for
remembered.
listening. We want to thank you for listening, giving us a view on YouTube, giving us a thumbs up, rating a comment, sending us a question by email, because Rich promised he would look into that from here on out. He volunteered himself. I was totally there for it, so I'm not lying. And we'll be able to get to your questions from here on out, all 6 of them, I'm pretty sure of, if it's not too much spam. So on behalf of me and my good friends here, we want you to have a wonderful day somewhere else and be good to yourselves and each other, and of course, collect responsibly.
Good night.
Bye.
You've been splattered.